Hello, my loves, and welcome to another episode of the Know Who You Are podcast. I am your host, Samisa D, and over here on this podcast, it is a production of me journaling out loud, sharing my daily, weekly life lessons with you guys, putting them into context so that we can grow, flourish, and prosper together. As this community grows, I want to thank each and every one of you who took the time to click the subscribe button and join the family. It definitely means a lot. We are definitely growing. If you have not already joined the community, don't shy away from hitting the subscribe button and to grow with us, right? So, boy, do I have a conversation for you guys today. We are talking about effective communication. Now, I want you to take a moment to really think about that. Effective communication, right? It sounds like me talking to you now, or you having a conversation with a sister or a spouse or a family member or a coworker, whatever. I am talking about effective communication by going completely silent. Yes. Going completely silent, going within and listening to that inner voice that's going to help guide you to your next level. Now, I know I cannot be the only one who has been in a situation to where I'm home alone, or I'm in an office space alone, or somewhere in the car and I hear a loud noise outside the car. And what happens? If the TV is on, you mute the TV. If the radio is on, you turn the radio all the way down so that you can hear clearly the noise that you heard. And you want to, you want to investigate the sound that you heard. You want to make sure that you're not in danger or your space is not being intruded or whatever it may be. You just want to be sure that you can hear clearly, so that you're aware of what's going on around you, right? Now, I want you to take that same circumstance as far as hearing a sound that's distracting and you're investigating it. And I want you to put that into context by saying, you know what? I am going to evaluate where I'm at right now in my life. And I know that it's some things that I need to change, but I necessarily cannot identify what those things are. So what I need you to do is to take a moment to yourself, whether it's in the morning or in the evening, whenever you get time to yourself. Cut off all the TVs, cut off all the podcasts, cut off all the headphones, take the headphones out, cut the computer off. Whatever is making that noise around you, silence it. Sit still, sit in stillness with yourself. Close your eyes if you have to, and begin to just go within and allow the innermost sacred parts of you to speak to you, your creator, God, and allow yourself to hear from him, right? But in order to truly hear clearly, you must first cut off all the noise. You have to put down the phone. You have to click off of Instagram. You have to click off of Facebook. You have to stop strolling the TikTok 15-second videos. Truly take a moment to self-reflect by going into effective communication with yourself and being completely silent. Have a sacred moment with God. Talk to God. And sit in that moment. And even if you don't directly hear the answer that you're seeking in that moment, continue to practice that effective communication by going within yourself, sitting still, sitting in silence so that you can hear clearly. You can hear clearly outside of the chaotic noise of the world. You can hear clearly outside of your kids running around, screaming and yelling. You can hear clearly outside of the worries and the concerns that's in your mind from day-to-day life activities. We all live lives that are not always easy. And it's so important to reconnect with yourself, to connect with something higher than you, to connect with God, to connect with your creator and listen so that you can hear clearly. That is the best way to really move out of where you are now into a new era of prosperity, a new era of understanding, a new era of becoming Allow yourself to do that with the clearness of God's voice speaking to you. I would like to encourage you to really allow yourself that moment of self-reflection. Because that thing that you're waiting to add, that puzzle piece that you're missing to complete the puzzle of where you are right now, can simply be caught up in you having effective communication with yourself and sitting still. The world we live in is so chaotic. Everything is go, 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 all the time. Take time and just sit in stillness. Sit in the quiet and stop running away. I had a realization about myself, and I'm going to share it with you guys, right? I am going to be completely vulnerable and transparent with you right now. When things will go haywire in my life and I feel overwhelmed, or I just felt like life was lifing, let's say that, and things were getting heavy for me, I will always run away. What does that mean, right? I would say, okay, I have to get out of this space, running away from myself in a sense, right? So instead of sitting with myself, really reflecting on what was going on, I will escape the problem. I'll go out shopping, or I'll go out and sit on the park and think about something totally different. Or I will do something to try to keep myself busy and run away from what exactly I was going through at that moment. I was being counterproductive, because if I am going to say I am on a healing journey, I am moving forward in becoming, I am moving forward in being the best version of myself that I can be every single day, right? Showing up as my greatest self. That also comes along with facing things head on and not pushing them aside. Sitting with myself in silence has truly brought me clarity. It has helped me put things into perspective and to help me see more clearly. It has also allowed me the understanding that I was running away. So I am saying this, right, from experience. This is a testimony from experience. And I want to encourage you to try this for yourself. If you have that nagging thing that's constantly happening and it hasn't seemed to go away, I want to encourage you this time around, when that thing pops up, to not run away from it, but to face it head on, to go completely silent, and to just sit in the midst of your thoughts and allow God to speak to you and to speak to your situation. Listen, you have everything in you that you need to develop into the person you need to be. You just have to pull back those layers. Those layers just have to be pulled back. And you just have to get into order with who you're becoming. You have to get into alignment with who you're becoming. And one of the greatest ways to do that is to sit in silence and have effective communication by going within and connecting to something higher than yourself, which is your creator, God. He loves you. And you are worth living the life you desire, the life that you see for yourself. But you have to believe that for yourself. So I want to encourage you today to not run away from the things that are pressing in on you and the things that are worrying you. Lay those things at God's feet. Trust in your process and do the work it takes. Do your part. Faith without work is dead. We hear that a lot, but what does it really mean? Meaning you're believing in God to do something, to shift things in your life. You're believing in God to change things, to change your heart, to work through you in your life. But you must do your part. You must do your meditations. You must work vigorously towards your goals. You have to get up and take action. And one of the greatest ways to build relationships and to become a better you is to have effective communication. Not only when you're having conversations with business partners and family members and your loved ones, your spouse, but also the way that you communicate with yourself, the way that you communicate and connect with God. Go into complete silence and hear what message God has for you. Listen, this has been another episode of the Know Who You Are podcast. I am your host, Tamisa D, and it has been a true honor having this conversation with you guys. I truly hope that you obtained some type of meaningful information from this episode. Leave a comment in the section below and let's start a conversation on effective communication. Listen, you are beautiful. You are worthy of living the life you desire for you and your family. You are deserving to smile today, so don't forget to do that. And of course, know who you are. All right, my loves. Until next time, peace.